Hello, my name is Lydia, and today I'm with Amaren. So, Amaren, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
He's also one of the ECSA Global participants for the Business in China Summer Program 2013. And so, Amaren, can you shortly introduce yourself, please?
So, thank you, Lydia. My name is Amaren Hansraj. I'm from Portugal, Lisbon. I have a degree in business management. Now I want to take a master's degree in international business. In terms of my professional background, I did an internship in BNP Paribas for 6 months in the corporate actions department. And now I'm taking this challenge of being in China and working in China. It's been a great experience.
So now you mentioned that you like to take challenges. Can you tell me why this challenge in particular, and why have you chosen to come to China this summer with the program?
Yes, because I think China is the fastest growing financial center of the world, and working here, it's the best option for me to obtain international experience and to broaden my horizons. So that's the main reason why I'm here. And to take my master's degree in international business is going to be very important to have this experience here in China. When I saw this program, ECSA Global, I thought this is the great option for me. By working here and by taking an internship here, by having the professional expertise, people, I can talk with them, I can argue with them new ideas. That's what I like: new ideas, new cultures. I thought, like, for my own business in the future, it's going to be the best thing for me, and so I can see, like, nearly how's the financial way of doing business here in China, how's the culture, how people act normally in terms of marketing, in terms of business development, in terms of human resources. So I can see all the ideas. I can take those ideas to Portugal and India also to my own business.
You mentioned that you have also chosen 2 business courses. Can you tell me which one you have chosen, and also what did you learn from it?
So I took 2 courses. The first one was marketing in Asian markets, and the second one economic policies in China. It was a really great experience meeting our professors, Jack Ma from Chicago, and our Chinese professor. He's a professor here in Shanghai University. He has a great experience in finance and in business development, so it was really good to talk with him, to argue with him. He gave me ideas for my future, and he advised me to be here in China for a while and to work more in the financial area. And in terms of what we learned here in the marketing, we learned how the young brands they penetrated the Chinese market. We talked also about Disneyland Paris, and it's not as successful as Disneyland of USA and Hong Kong. Why? It's because of the culture. They needed to talk about the culture, to think about the culture first, and there was an adaptation problem. So here in Shanghai, they are going to open now a new Disney, and the first thing, their first goal is to reach the Chinese people, to think about the Chinese culture and to reach, that's a target market now.
So, Amaren, speaking about your internship, in which company did you work?
I worked for BBI Consulting. It's a consulting group, and they are here since 4 years. 4 years here in China.
And how did you experience the work environment? Did you have only Chinese colleagues or maybe many international ones for it?
Yes, I'm working with both Chinese and international employees. They are very friendly, so it was a great experience meeting them, exchanging ideas with them, and we went out with them, so it was really good.
Yes, and so speaking about maybe the content of your internship, what did you have to do? What were your assignments?
So the first thing we learned was how to open a company here in China. It has to be a joint venture or a WUFI. And then we had to do, like, business plans. Our major business plan was a wedding company. And then we did also marketing, stuff about finance, and different areas of finance, how the insurance works here in China, how are the other the rates, the taxes, everything.
And did this experience help you to develop your professional skills in order to boost your career, maybe to set up your own business one day?
Absolutely. Now I have new ideas. Now I know that China is a huge market, and definitely I want to work here for the next years and maybe open a company here also.
So you mentioned that you plan to set up your own career one day. Probably you know already that it's very important to have a big network here. Through the networking events that ECSA Global offered, could you develop maybe your relations here, or how you say also in Chinese, guanxi?
Absolutely. The networking here, it's the most important thing. That was one of the major reasons why I came to China. Because like opening a company here in China, to open a company here, you need to have a joint venture. So you need to meet people here, to know people here. So the guanxi is very important. We had so many networking events where I met lots of people. Everyone's very friendly. I have the contacts now, so in the future I will use them, definitely.
So we both are here for the same reason. We want to experience the Chinese business life. But besides this, how did you experience the country, or let's rather say the city Shanghai?
So I'm from Europe, from Portugal, but I have an Indian background also. So now I met a new culture, the Chinese culture, and it's different, completely different. The way they react, the way they talk, their manners, everything. Like also eating with chopsticks. Now I know how to eat with chopsticks. Yes, meeting this new culture was a really great experience. Now I know how to speak a bit of Mandarin also.
So last question now. Can you give us maybe your personal opinion about the program?
So the program was very well structured. The accommodation, the people I met here, make this experience like a really good experience. And in terms of the international experience, this was like I never spent like 2 months in other culture, like in a different country. So now I know I can work anywhere after this challenge. So I advise this to anyone from other country. You should come here and try this. It's really good for you.
Yeah, then thank you very much for your time, Amaren, for the interview.
Thank you.
And yeah, then also enjoy, like me, the rest of the stay.
Thank you.